Oh, that is me. Oh, let me go. What the hell? All right, let's go. Let's get that started.
Hey, GBP roast, GBP roast. Sorry, you in danger. Right now, I gotta flame you. This is GBP roast, GBP roast. On your Google business profile, it's about to go down. We roasting and reacting. We ain't come to play. 20 years in SEO. JP, Lambo, and Dre, bringing facts and guests. Oh yeah, we bring the dopeness. Welcome to the show. Hope your profile don't get roasted.
Welcome to another episode of the GBP Roast Show. I'm your boy Dre. You guys can introduce yourself too.
Got JP
I'm
here.
messing with you. Ah.
Man. All right. So today we will be talking about branding. The branding's a theme today, which we'll be talking about, right? We got with presentations or like some things that you both will be sharing. But we also
Yeah, and nice benefit with that too on the branding side with Jordan. I'm going to take it a step further to really try to figure out what makes you really different and unique. And I'm not talking about, well, I'm honest and you show up on time and you have fair pricing, like something really special. We'll help you figure that out today.
Nice. But before we get started, we had something about an AI agent you wanted to share.
Oh, yes. Obviously, the entire world is losing their shit on AI, right? What can you do? Can you, totally clone, Dre or JP? My friend Garen Green, he's been involved on the AI side, and he's going to do a free workshop, just totally answer everyone's questions. And so we're going to put the link, and you guys can join in and ask your questions, figure out how's it going to affect your business, whether you're a freelancer, SEO, maybe you could make agents to replace employees or grow your agency. It's going to be crazy.
Nice. And I put the link in the live chat, guys. You can check that out. Let's get right into our reaction videos. I wasn't able to
love
download
it.
these videos, so I'm gonna have to
My
share my screen.
favorite.
All right, check this out. Share screen real quick. Here's the first one.
Mr. Keith Undelayed Lambo Evans.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
No sound.
No sound.
We were in Texas. They moved to Spring, Texas, and we messed up their localization. Pause.
Oh.
Or I'll just pause. I'll pause just like he's paused.
Wait, so you guys you can't hear no sound?
Nope.
No.
Oh man, so we're not gonna get any good reactions today.
I could read it. We could read. Today the reaction video will be played by Lambo, and just I could read the caption.
Okay. You want to do that?
Yeah. Let's go for it.
All right. Let's see.
We messed up localizing, and yeah, geez, that's a big move. 6,000 reviews, bumped out of the pack 3 mapping, and they were in an institution fix in pack 3 and not in the pack 3 anymore. And there's lots of pack 3s going on here. I don't know why we're so stuck on pack 3, but man, we got pack 3 up the butt. So what you're saying is that if you like the market here and you have 6,000 reviews, we move, what is that, a couple hundred miles? It's a couple hundred miles away. Those reviews don't mean anything anymore because they're not for that local area, right? So you're starting over.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on that?
Just look at Jordan's face. That's what he thinks about that.
I mean, I would probably. It depends on your type of business. It's pretty common, if I get up and move across the country to Seattle or whatever. But I kind of have my own opinions. Sometimes it's nice to just leave the location open and find someone, like find a technician or find an employee that can stay there and kind of run that location, and then just open up a new one. Because if you're already ranking there, you're pretty much starting from scratch anyways by moving it to even a whole nother state. So you might as well just open up a brand new location anyways. So that would be my recommendation. If there is a way that you can keep that location open and run a little crew there.
And I'm kind of actually on the opposite today, battling with Jordan. If you have an aged GMB, I think it would be fine for you to move it wherever your business goes. Could there be unique nuances of that local market versus your new city? I mean, if you're an HVAC guy working in Denver or working in Minneapolis, it's still HVAC for a human, you know, in the winter zone. So I would move it and just obviously get the authorization and pump up the branding.
All right. Great views right there. Let me go ahead and share the next video. We're gonna need your.
Who's gonna read it this time?
It's all you.
Me? Oh,
You're delayed anyways. You're
damn
like
it.
2 seconds behind.
Great.
So.
Fine.
Oh wait, what happened here? He's screwed. All right. Share. Ready?
5-minute local SEO hack. And you want to get more customers from Google, take 5 minutes today and you do this. You're going to help get higher. For what? Offer your initiative. Hold that shit's going way too fast for me. Profile, select the map, click share and switch to view to embed the map and copy this code and paste it on your website. This sends signals to Google so they can match your website with the location of your business, pushing it up higher in local search results.
So I'm guessing they just want you to share your location and put on your website or embed your map listing. Is that basically what they're saying?
Yeah, this make sure.
You know what?
It's
I
a pretty
read it.
minimal thing.
I read it and I don't understand what I read. I'm sorry.
It's a pretty minimal thing. You don't even necessarily even need to embed on your site. It's a pretty minimal factor, if any.
Got it. I mean, embedding it doesn't necessarily, like, you know, I see a lot of people like doing map embeds within, like, you know, press releases and stuff like that. And like, map, is that like kind of like sending like backlinks to it, or why do people want to embed their map?
Because it basically it's a temporary traffic signal to Google. It is considered almost like you were to do a search. So that's why people do it. But keep in mind that it's a temporary traffic signal, so it's something you'd have to keep doing on an ongoing basis to see anything happen from it. Because once it's kind of like any type of traffic, once you kind of start losing that, eventually you start dropping back down.
All right. And the next video is more of an update. I'm curious what you guys are seeing as well. Let's listen in. Well, we're gonna get us to read it again.
Listening to me?
Yeah, we're gonna listen to you. All right, there's one more time here. Get this fixed next
3,
week. All right.
2,
Green. All
roll.
right. Go.
Action.
Ready, go.
Something big changed with Google's algorithm, and it is tanking traffic for tons of businesses. If your business already appears in the local pack, Google is now demoting your organic ranking. Wah, wah. The impact of this is huge, right? We've seen businesses lose hundreds of clicks from this devastating update. Have you seen a drop in organic rankings? Or maybe you actually saw a boost. Something big changed with Google's algorithm, and it is tanking traffic.
What's happening here is basically, I believe people are seeing that once they're ranking in the maps, that their organic listing is being removed from organic listings. Is that?
Yeah. So there was an update that happened about 3 or 4 years ago where Google didn't want to show multiple URLs for one query, which has never been a permanent thing. We still see them all the time.
Okay.
What I think is happening is I think that there's kind of like a quota for each type of query. So I see this mainly happening in like major cities where there's going to be a lot of competition and a lot of results. So imagine like a plumber in San Francisco, there's going to be way more results in San Francisco than there would be for, you know, somewhere in like Danville, California, which is a really small city in the Bay Area. So that is where I'm seeing it the most.
It doesn't even seem though like it affected everyone in all markets, because it seemed if you had a fairly strong brand or there was something about, you know, that relevant trust authority malarkey, you were not really affected.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
Speaking of brand, this takes us to our next segment of the show. Let's go into JP.
Yeah, we're going to play some GMBs right now. How we do it?
JP, my man.
All right, so we're gonna be talking about more into branding. The reason why we're talking about this again, and we're gonna keep talking about it over and over again, is because it's gonna be extremely important moving forward. Just the way Google's algorithms going, especially for local business. One of this is a search query. We actually look for a plumber Walnut Creek. Kind of going back to what Joy's video was about. Basically, what that was saying is if you had a business showing in the map pack here, the same URL actually wasn't going to show up in the SERPs. But in this particular case, that's not true. So we look at Leapfrog Plumbing, the website they're using, the homepage. If we scroll down a little bit, their homepage is actually ranking here in the SERPs too. So again, I think it's more based on query based. There's kind of a quota per query. So if you're in a major city, you're probably going to see this happen a lot. But in some of the smaller cities, it's not as much. However, branding is going to be a big component of that as well. One thing that I always like to look at, especially for like home services, here in the Bay Area, we have something called Diamond Certified. This is a really great directory to get on if you're a local contractor. It really just helps to, and the reason for that is because they're really strict with their licensing. They do check licensing to make sure that you are a legit brand, legit business in California, especially in the Bay Area. Another thing too is making sure some of these other types of directories, if we look at the listing for Leapfrog, they have reviews from around the web. They have an Angie's List, consumers checkbook, Facebook, and things like that. So again, just making sure that you have all your social profiles intact. And when you log into your Google Business, they actually allow you to list all of your social profiles. But there were a couple ones that I really wanted to iterate with when it comes to branding. One of them being a Chamber of Commerce. Chamber of Commerce are a great way to get your business listed. They're usually a really strong website, so you can get some really strong relevance and strong linking from them. Another big one too is the Dun & Bradstreet. You can actually get a free Dun & Bradstreet number, identifier number. Google does check these types of things, and other major map directories use Dun & Bradstreet as a way to validate that you are a real business. As we get into, I wanted to cover a different niche, getting into sushi restaurants in Walnut Creek.
Oh, my favorite.
Ooh.
So if we come over here, some great ones, TripAdvisor is a great one. A lot of times people use this to check out some reviews, also Yelp. And one thing you're going to notice here, I'm using Gemini, which is an AI tool from Google. You'll notice that having a strong brand is going to make a major difference. The results that you see listed on here, you'll probably see them listed on here as well.
Oh.
And by saying strong brand, strong links, trusted links is kind of a...
It's going to be links and really how you're seen around the webs, things that I like to call brand gossip. So if you're in different forums, there's, Reddit is a huge site of people are talking about your sushi restaurant and Reddit. And other forums, that's going to help with your branding as well. It's not just about links, but people actually talking about your actual business name.
Yeah.
Which really brings us into AI. Google's coming out with a new feature called Ask For Me, where basically what you're going to be able to do eventually is literally just say, hey, Google, give me the best, restaurants in Walnut Creek, and it's going to actually give you an option where they will actually call that business for you as long as your phone number is attached to your Gmail. So
yeah, and this is crazy. I mean, I know some people are like losing their shit over this, but think about this. If you're a consumer, what do you want? You just want the AI, you want the tool, the technology to just make your life easier, right?
Yep.
It's just like saying, hey, find me the best pizza shop within X amount of minutes. Boom, it does it for you.
Or even just, and also too, making sure your hours of operation are actually accurate. Imagine saying, hey, I need to find a sushi restaurant in San Francisco. Well, if the hours aren't correct, the AI is not going to pick that information up for it.
Yeah.
So it says you're on the list here. Is this something that's not open to everyone yet? Is this?
It's not open yet. So this is a feature that's coming out. I actually went on the list a couple of weeks ago. I'm still checking to see when everything comes out, but it's going to be kind of interesting. I first introduced this a few weeks ago on our show, showing the example about travel, calling an airline, but now it looks like this is going to be across the board for really, any type of search, especially for local. it seems like we're going backwards in technology. You know, before smartphones, we had 411 where we called directory assistance. This is kind of doing the same thing where it's like now we can just say, hey, give me a couple of results for a sushi restaurant in Walnut Creek. So again, this all comes down to having a strong brand.
Nice.
That's awesome.
All right. Great stuff there, guys. If you have any questions, put them in the live chat. It's a few of you out there already. Let us know where you are watching from. All right, let's get on to our next segment. Lambo's
La 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 Lambo's World. La 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 Lambo's World. Lambo likes conversions and SEO too. That's Lambo's World.
Oh yeah, let's continue the conversation.
I do all my own singing, so it's perfect for you. Let me select the window. All right. Da 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 da. Delayed Lambo's World, right? You see this all over the place. I even saw it in a headline the other day. You see it on the sides of trucks and vans and all these home service guys and contractors. Licensed, bonded, insured. Licensed, bonded, insured. Stop, stop, stop. Okay? You know why? Because the average person says, well, I sure hope so, right? I hope you're licensed, bonded, and insured. You really need to think about what makes you different and better, right? And I will call and I'll talk to you guys and say, well, I'm honest. Oh, really? You're honest? You show up on time? Really? You do? You do good quality work? Duh, right?
I hope you do.
Exactly. Like, come on, guys. That is a normal expectation. So what you need to do is you need to break through all the same messaging that all the same guys are doing, and you got to find something different. And it can just be really teeny tiny, but you can just go with it. And the way the psychology works with humans, they're just looking for that uniqueness. And what does honest really mean when you say that to someone? You're giving them peace of mind, right? Mm-hmm. They can trust you. There's a warranty. There's a guarantee. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe instead of saying that you're honest, you might want to focus on the true benefit, right, of what someone gets when they do business with you. Here's a local plumber. Here's Colby. If we just really focus on the headlines and go down the page, whoops, son of a bitch, go back. If we click on my handy dandy marker, we see lots of benefits, right? I mean, this is nice, neat, honest, 24-hour, important, right? But he's a 5-star rated. And what do you notice at the bottom? Your satisfaction's guaranteed. Now, he doesn't defend that, right? But he probably would maybe have some additional terms. But those are the things you really need to think about, which is when I say honest, I need to take it a step further. Have that uniqueness that no one else has. Maybe it's a special certification. Now, you might sit there and say, I don't want to pay $500 to be, fleece certified or underwater basking certified. But this is the reality. If it is something that is different and unique and no one else has it, then you're the only person in town who says, we have it, they don't. And that's just enough, that tiny seed planted in people's minds. They're like, oh, I get it, right? But you really have to focus on the customer's needs. People are always focused on speed, price, and of course, quality. Your house in 30 minutes or less. Denver's oldest HVAC company. No one else can say that. Price. If you find a lower price, we'll beat it. So really think about what really makes you different. Hey, Domino's Pizza, 30 minutes or less. Watch out! So you don't want to be crazy with your opportunity on your guarantee, right? To get in trouble, but focus on what a true tangible and what you can prove and how you can really help the customer. Here's a sprinkler guy. We look at the main headlines. Okay, that's great. Does lots of good stuff. Notice we've got a review down here. We got the call to action and then this high contrast. So this is the city. So this would be saying the cities only, Twin Falls only, sprinkler, concrete curbing, landscaper. Get it all, one call. No one else does that. So that's something that you can do. You can actually add maybe a unique service or attribute no one else has. Let's take a look at another one. Woo! Still Boise's favorite construction company. All right, why? How can you, and notice this is important. Still Boise's. That means that they were always number one and they're still the world champion, right?
Yep.
That's a bold, bold statement. But you can link right here and you can see all their 5-star reviews. Remember, it's just something unique and different. They're not saying that they have 5,000 reviews. They're just saying that for what they do as a construction company, no one has more 5-star reviews. Drake Mechanical. Take a look at that headline. Serving the Treasure Valley for over 100 years. Now, it's not super specific, right? But what they're really trying to tell you is if you go to the About page, they were established in 1909. No one can beat them. They are the oldest. So what you really want to think about, guys, what are unique things? Holy crap, look at this son of a bitch. Beyond results, growths, your sales go up, your costs go down. Here's a guarantee. After 90 days, if we fail, we continue at no cost. It's crystal clear what the guarantee is here for this jerk, me. This is what I actually offer people, right? Anyways, focus on what people really want and then how you can leverage that as a uniqueness.
Nice.
Thank you for the delay in Vandelay of my presentation.
When it comes to guarantees like that, like you would work for free. Like, what was the statement again? Was that you? Was that your line?
Yeah, that was mine. Yes.
So what are you doing? You will work for free if what was not done or what was?
So I promised them sales go up or what your actual marketing investment will go down. Oh. So as long as I can do one of those two things, if I don't do that, I'll then keep pushing ads and marketing for 90 days until we hit that number.
All right. Oh, isn't the host with the mic the same guy with the blue SEO hoodie? Oh, yeah, that's me. All right. Let's see. What is up for our roast today?
Yeah.
What are we cooking?
Want me to pull that up? I can pull it up. Pull it up. Presentation on the screen. Da 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 da. I need a theme song for the roast too. This is Perry Construction. He does some home remodeling. We also have custom homes. That's, obviously big money, big opportunity. Lots of good things going here. Other than, you dive in deeper, you're like, okay, great, got a classic slider, easy access to the services. This is good. You got the gallery, good. You got a click to reviews. Not so sure, feedback button. That's, something I would probably kind of avoid. But lo and behold, we got Jordan's favorite. Come on, JP, check it out. The blog.
No.
Come on, Jordan. Look at this.
No.
Look at this.
No.
Garage
It's a blog.
conversions, how to finance,
Let's see.
custom homes. Come on, look at this. Go, go,
Yeah,
go.
those are pretty helpful.
No.
Those are helpful, don't you think?
No.
Guess what?
No.
I have it on another page over here. None of that shit is ranking. Goddamn JP is right.
Stop
None of
blogging.
those things are ranking.
Stop blogging.
So when it comes to like local, I guess local pages, you would just want just pretty much be an average, just pretty much about the business. So what kind of content would you produce if you don't have a blog?
You don't really need to produce a lot of content for a local business. I mean, the only time I probably would be if I'm like a travel agent or
Mhm.
a hotel or something like that, where you definitely want to talk about some things, things to do around the area while you're here visiting. Those are types of things that you want to do. But those are like things to do in the area. If you're a home builder, you may talk about some neighborhoods because, especially in these guys' case, they're a custom home builder. So, there may be certain areas that you want to get into, buying a property and things like that. But in general, no one really cares about most of, they're not going to really look at this and say, oh, I need to go choose Prairie Construction because they talked about how to buy the right nails for your house. Like, no one gives a shit. So that's why.
Because this is where it's at, right? You got to be seen. You got to be in the 3-pack. And that's why the tactics that Jordan and I really focus on is all about the map. Your phone calls are right here, 80% of them. So producing all this stuff doesn't really help you. And
I mean, they have a blog that says how to finance a custom home build. Like, who cares? Go talk to your bank. No one cares. No one's gonna read this on your page.
How about
you
this?
also jump into and look, they have the notorious local service area pages. I wouldn't, some people might call them location pages, but it's over and over and over and over and over again. Sadly, I think the Boise and the Middleton might be in like the top 15. They're just super weak, super thin.
Yeah.
Think about this. What do people really want? They want you to focus on show me a remodeled kitchen. Show me what my bedroom expansion could look like, right? The gallery, I would be extremely confident that's probably the number 2 most popular page. Show me before and afters. Come on, right? This is nice. It's clean. It's white. But there's another reality too. You go down the page here. I don't want to see big blanks openings, all right? We're not buying the home. I want to see me living in it, right? This is part of the reason why staged realtors take advantage of that service, because the human wants to see the remodel and see what the future could be. It's pretty, it's nice. That's definitely staged. Look at the blue, navy blue color coordination. But a lot of these pages, guys, they really don't matter. And if you're paying an agency, who's running this one? Biz IQ out of Phoenix, Arizona. Oh, ugh.
Wait, how'd you find that?
I will show you. Da 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 da. View the page source. Da 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 da.
They also have some pages indexed that say like business IQ review.
Oh, right here, baby. Ba 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 ba. Anyways, I think one thing that could be done people will obviously search in a larger area, a larger market. And when you are more unique, your brand can actually, stretch further. It's just these local service pages, they don't really work unless they're done well. You would be better off with multiple GMBs if you can afford it, with offices, or just really saying, hey, you know what? I think I can probably rank in 2 cities, right? Because if my office is right here, I can probably be in both places.
Mm-hmm.
You see this a lot, like, the closest suburb next to the major metro.
Yeah.
It's very common. So that's one way to take advantage. I do this a lot.
What's the average distance that you can, how further out you can usually rank for?
Yeah, I mean, 5 miles is a good
5 to 7 miles
yardstick.
top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But competition is where it's going to be at, right? Because if there's too many competitors, Google's going to say, we're only going to push you so far. But there are trident methods that we talk about to help you show up, and get those red circles to go green.
It's going to be very niche specific too, because if I'm looking for a steakhouse in San Francisco, it's going to be pretty micro, niche down to, how those locations are being viewed. They know that probably someone's willing to drive a decent distance for a good steak. Whereas then if you're going after, something, like, a construction company, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for them to kind of outsource that into a larger area. Gas stations is going to be super micro proximity based. You obviously want to find a gas station that's closest to you. No one really, you're not going to drive an hour to a gas station when you need gas. So, that's, it's going to be, again, what type of business you're running. But on average, 5 to 7 miles tops, depending on the, how many other businesses are there and things like that.
This is impressive. I know I don't see the word house, you don't see commercial or business or remodel.
You see building, but
yeah, exactly. But wow, look at this, the word addition, like the important things that matter to your client: communication, questions, the product, expectations, even dealing with the law, right? That's impressive. These guys are good. So they're on the right track. They're just spending some of the wrong money on the wrong things. And, there's ways to get them to push a little bit more out into a greater market area.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go, baby.
There we go.
There you go.
Love it.
Woo!
It.
Roasted
Another
up.
industry conquered down. Roasted. All right, guys.
Sorry, I had my flame
any
thrower on. I
announcements you
couldn't
guys
hear
have?
you.
Any announcements you want to mention to anyone out there?
I would say if you're in the Bay Area, where Dre and I are hosting another meetup coming on Wednesday, March 19th. So if you're in the area, make sure you go to meetup.com/local marketing. We're going to be going over we're going over a lesson, and then we'll do a little mixer after. But you definitely, if you're a local business watching this, definitely come out. Keith and I are working really hard on building a new website platform for small businesses too. We'll have an official launch date probably hopefully in the next few weeks. So we'll see.
Yes, if you want to check out the meetup, it's meetup.com/local marketing. Be sure to check that out and see me on Friday in my blue hoodie. Yes, Trance, that's me. Every Friday on the SEO video show. All right, guys, have a good one. We'll see you next week.
Hey, GBP roast, GBP roast. Sorry, you in danger. Right now, I gotta flame you. This is GBP roast, GBP roast. On your Google business profile, it's about to go down. We roasting and reacting. We ain't come to play. 20 years in SEO. JP, Lambo, and Dre bringing facts and guests. Oh yeah, we bring the dopeness. Welcome to the show. Hope your profile don't get roasted.
we are. Or stopped. We keep